Hello my children, welcome to my channel. This is gonna be a very important video, everybody, for people who want to come to SCAD. Listen, the information I'm about to provide is kind of classified because you can't find it anywhere else. When I was going to SCAD, I just wanted to know how the schedule would look like. Alright, what kind of classes I'm gonna be taking. Is it true that when you go to art school, you're not gonna do stuff like math, English, science, blah blah blah, whatever shite you do in high school? I'm gonna be telling you all this in this video. Alright, what was I gonna say? If you have any questions that I don't cover in this video, please comment them down or message me on Instagram and I'll happily answer them for you. Also, ignore my chapped ass lips. I'm taking medication that makes my skin dry and is annoying. Alright, let's get started. Now, before I start, I think it's important for me to introduce myself, let you guys know what the heck I do at SCAD. My name is Sebastian Abushara. I wrote it down. I'm game development and interactive design major. Just game design. I don't know why it's game design. But I've taken many other major classes too, like film and animation and acting, and I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm gonna be telling you guys more about that in specific later on in the video. Alright, let's get into it, bruh. I wrote my notes down, so I'm just gonna be looking at my laptop sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. Alright. Let's talk about the curriculum. Let's talk about how SCAD is. What? Let's talk about SCAD follows a quarter system. Every 3 quarters you finish, that's 1 year done. That's from freshman to sophomore, then from sophomore to junior, then from junior to senior. Then you are out into the real world. Each quarter is 10 weeks long. And there are 3 main quarters at SCAD. Like I said before, 3 main quarters, you're up to the next level. Now, obviously there's 4 quarters a year. The 4th one is summer quarter, but either nobody really does it or it's not compulsory. You don't have to do summer quarter, but it's for sweats who want to freaking speedrun their time at college, technically. So if you do every single summer quarter every year you're at SCAD, you finish SCAD in 3 years instead of 4 years. If you get my gist, if you get what I'm talking about. Alright, these are the quarters. I'm going to put them up on screen so I don't have to read them out loud because I cannot speak. You can pause the video or whatever you want to do to the video. And then after every quarter, you have a break. So after fall quarter, you have winter break. During winter break, you have to leave the dorms. I'm talking Atlanta, by the way, guys. I'm in Atlanta campus. I don't do Savannah. Savannah is kind of trash. IMO. I can make another video talking about the differences between the 2 campuses, all right, if you want. So after fall quarter is winter break. That's when you go for Christmas. You have to leave the dorms, but you can leave all your stuff in the dorms. After winter quarter is spring break. Spring break is just 1 week. You can also leave the dorm if you want. You can stay in the dorm, but you can leave all your stuff in there too, because classes are going to start in a week. And then after spring quarter is summer break. That's when you have to leave. You have to take all your stuff out of the dorms because you're going to be reassigned a room and also roommates unless you request the same roommates. Okay, we're done with that. What is he talking about? Now, there are 4 genres of classes at SCAD. I'm going to call them genres. I don't know what the frick to call them. There are the foundation classes. There are the Gen Ed classes. There are the studio classes and studio electives. Electives aren't very different than studio classes, but I'm just going to put them on their separate thing because they're fun. Foundation classes are something every major has to do, regardless of what major you pick. Some majors have more foundation classes, but you always start with the same 5. Hold up. You always start with the same 5, and then some majors have more than that 5 extra ones. So for game design, we only have the 5, which is drawing 1, drawing 2, design 1, design 2, and color theory, my worst one. These classes are gonna break your wallets. I'm gonna make a tips video after this one, so put your questions down. I'll also do a Q&A. But my tip real quick is do not buy the material that they're gonna ask you to buy for foundation classes, all right? Borrow them. Get someone else that's rich or something that bought all of them. Borrow them from that person, okay? That's my tip right now. I'm gonna go quickly through what you do exactly in these foundation classes. Drawing 1, you draw portraits, shade them with a pencil, draw still life, whatever, you know, normal art stuff. I don't like it. I don't do 2D, bro. I don't like drawing. What else is there? Drawing 2, that's when you move on to like perspective and also color pencils. Whoa. Design 1 is like, you're gonna get graded on craftsmanship and like how good you are with a pen and like Sharpies and stuff. Design 2 is like sculpting 3D out of like clay, copper wires, stuff like that. And then color theory, you're literally painting color wheels and shit. Very boring. I hate it. It's annoying. Poo-poo. Poo-poo. Second genre of classes are Gen Eds. These are math, English, art history, EU, poopy, those kind of stuff. All right. There are, for my major at least, there are 12 of these. There are 12 Gen Ed classes. They're absolutely nasty. These are the only classes you're gonna take like quizzes and exams in and stuff like that. It's not like serious exams and stuff. They're not too hard for the regular human being, but I just hate Gen Eds. All right, and then the third genre is studio classes or studio classes. These are your major classes. These are what you're gonna do in your major. They normally start off with like the beginner courses, which are kind of called like, some are called like core principles. For game design, we have core principles of game art, core principles of programming, blah, blah, blah. For film, they have like film 100. And like for animation, you have animation 190. These are all like beginner classes. And then you start moving down your list to the more bigger classes leading up to your graduation. For game design, we have 17 of those. So when you're done with these 17, technically you're done with your major, but then you still have like Gen Eds and stuff. So normally what you would do is 2 studio classes and 1 Gen Ed. I normally take 3 studio classes. They call me a madman for doing that. It's extremely hard. It's extremely tasking to take 3 major classes in 1 quarter. It's really not, all right? Like I said before, I'd rather 50 studio classes than 1 Gen Ed, because Gen Eds, they deprive me of life. And then the 4th genre are studio electives. Studio electives are when you take other people's major classes. So like, I'm game design, but I've taken film 100, the intro to film class. I've also taken some acting classes, and then I'm also taking the intro to animation class. Because I just want to, test the waters and get new knowledge. It's a great way to do that, using your electives for stuff outside of your major. For game design, we have a lot of studio electives, like 7, I think. But other majors have like 5, some majors have 3. It's kind of unfair, I know, but game design is just better, bro. I don't know what to say. Quick note, for international students, you are not allowed to take more than 3 courses or less than 3 courses a quarter. For what is considered an actual human being in the US, someone with a security code, whatever it's called, social security number, you can take more than 3 or less than 3 a quarter. I should also point out that when you're in your freshman year, the first ever quarter you do, you cannot pick your classes. SCAD picks them for you. You can find those on your SCAD app or on my SCAD on the My Info page. You will also be taking a 4th quarter regardless if you're an international or national student. The 4th course is called FYE. It's technically what I'm doing right now. That's what you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn about things about SCAD. It's boring, it's bad, it doesn't teach you anything. They do it in a very bad way. When I was doing FYE, I hated my life. I wanted to die. In studio classes, although you don't write essays and stuff, you will do that once every studio class you take. It's called speaking across the curriculum. It's something they have that you must write an essay and present it to class. It's just to help you get better at public speaking. The teachers never really take that seriously, so it's a very easy piece of assignment they give you. They're just like, oh, they give you the assignment, you go write the essay, present it in class, get it over with. Nothing too serious. We also do something called ELOs. These are extra credits, extra learning opportunities. You have to attend a SCAD event, take a selfie at the SCAD event. Yeah, that's what you do. What am I saying? I haven't done one in a while, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But you should. You take a selfie at a SCAD event and then you type about it. You write about it in a discussion post, send it over, you get extra points. These are very, very, very good ways of getting extra points. Yeah, that's the only thing you do with them. But bro, sometimes I've gotten a 90% is an A at SCAD and 80% is a B, 70% is a C, blah, blah, blah. I've gotten 89.9 multiple times at SCAD. It's very possible. And no matter how much you beg the professor, like, bro, just give me that 0.1. Let me get that A. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They won't do it for you. So, and if only, like, if you just do one ELO, that would have pumped your grade up. So I always recommend you do them. 100% do them. Also, you do one field trip every quarter. One field trip every course. We've stopped doing that because of COVID, but I think we're doing that again because we did one last quarter. So I think they're coming back, making a comeback. They're always fun. Unlike all other universities, SCAD does not allow you to skip classes. Attendance is very important at SCAD, okay? You get 5 absences. If you're out of all these 5 absences, you fail the class automatically regardless of the reason. Bro, if you're dying in a ditch, bleeding out, and that's your 5th absent, they wouldn't care. You failed the class. You failed it. So that's why you should take advantage, or not take advantage. Be careful why and how you use your absences, okay? I'm gonna do a tips video. Don't worry. I'm gonna do a tips video. I'm a SCAD veteran. I'm gonna do a tips video for you guys. Make sure you guys understand everything and what to do once you get there. I'm just gonna give you guys life hacks and shit. Don't worry. And also, right before the quarter starts, you are gonna get a pre-quarter assignment from your professor, an email that says there's a pre-quarter assignment. It's not graded, but it's important to do it because first of all, it shows the professor that you're serious about the class. It's very good to be friends with the professor or good acquaintances with the professor. All right, let's go more in depth into classes and your schedule. Each class is 2.5 hours long, and then you take that same class twice a week. So say I'm taking 3 classes, coding, level design, and freaking art history. I'm gonna take coding and game design Monday, Wednesday, and then art history Tuesday, Thursday. And then Friday is off, Saturday is off, Sunday is off. Very nice. Very, very exquisite. On Fridays, professors normally hold workshop sessions. So that's like, they just come up with something they would like to teach that's outside of the curriculum, not graded. And you can go for fun, listen to what they have to say, do some activities. Very fun stuff. There's some stuff that are nice. And also clubs are normally on Friday as well. Now, people can do clubs whenever they want, but normally most clubs happen on Friday. Like my club, Ping Pong Club. Yes. I'm the president of Ping Pong Club. It happens every Friday at 8 p.m. on the 9th floor of 40. Pull up, join, it's gonna be fun. All right. This is important. There are 5 different times that these classes fall on. These are the times. You can pause the video. You get a 15 to 20 minute break in the middle of these classes, which are very nice. And then there are 3 types of ways to take classes. There are the on-ground classes, the online classes, and then the newly rebranded SCAD Now classes. On-ground or regular, you pull up to the freaking classroom. Professor's there, everybody else is there. You do the class. Online classes are classes you take online, but there is no lecture session. So you don't talk to the professor just posts assignments, you do the assignments, you send them back. That's it. And then the SCAD Now is like a mixture of both. So it's online, the professor also sends assignments, you send them back, but there's a lecture session. So you have to pull up to a Zoom meeting, listen to the professor for 2.5 hours on your PC. Not the best. I mean, I recommend you do Gen Eds that way. You know what I mean? I recommend you do Gen Eds online class because let's be real, nobody wants to show up to a 2.5 hour history class. You know what I mean? All right. Bro, that's technically it for classes. I don't think I'm missing anything. If you guys have any questions, comment them down in the comment section. Again, I go to the Atlanta campus. Comment if you're coming to the Atlanta campus this fall. It's gonna be fun. I know it must be very exciting. Believe me, it is exciting. And other than that, that's it, guys. Again, questions in the comments or message me on Instagram if you want a quicker, more in-depth conversation and like question session. And I'll do a Q&A later on, and also tips and all those kind of stuff. Tips for you guys, tips for freshmen, tips for prospective students, tips for high school students that want to go into art school. Blee 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 blah blah blah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Au revoir, mon amis. Mwah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to reply.
Anyways, spring quarter of SCAD just started.
Yay! Play the, we don't have clap track. Northbury Road.
God forbid! But that shit scared me, bro. That shit scared me.
Seb, how are your classes this quarter?
Kai, what's your problem now?
Oh wait, I forgot. Eeyore, how are your classes this quarter?
Yeah, Eeyore. No, why is Eeyore upside down? Did I let you do that? I'm taking intro to game design finally. After 3 years of being...
Woo! Play the clap track, Damn, bro. You ruined the timing. That shit is ass now, bro.
Who just died at the end?
Bro, got COVID, bro.